góry rudą, rudą, rudą i poszerzą stary świat.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you my new model. It's a little dwarf which is inspired by more than 1,000 dwarfs that you find in Wroclaw in Poland. And yeah, so I invented this little model and I hope you enjoy it. For demonstration I use a larger sheet of paper than normal. You can use 15 by 15 centimeters origami paper, but here I use a paper that is 26 by 26. It's an aquarell paper, and I painted one side with acrylic paint, and I will wet fold the paper so the model will be more stable afterwards. I use some little paper towel. Don't use too much water when you dampen the paper. So I start with the white side up and I fold the diagonal. And then I open it, turn the paper around, and I fold the other diagonal. If this is too fast for you, you can stop the video, and because the paper is a little damp, I should not fold too slowly. What I fold here is called a fish base, and probably most of you know how to fold it. So that's it. That's the fish base. Now I fold this tip to this point and fold all layers. With this aquarell paper, it's rather thick, but should work. You see the point here where it's the middle, actually the middle point of the paper. Like that. Then I will sink this triangle. It's called an open sink. You see this triangle here, and I will make all three sides of the triangle mountain folds. See, and then just press the middle point inwards and close the model. Do the same thing here. I open it, make all three sides mountain folds, and then it's easy to sink the little point. There are valley folds, or there will be valley folds here. And yeah, like that, and then fold this tip up again. Now you can make sharper creases. So now we have a pre-fold. You see this flap. I will turn this over as fast as far as it goes. So you get two new valley folds here. I folded this flap inwards, and now I make a fold from this point to here, and I fold this tip this point to the middle line. Like so. Now I open this one side and I press downwards these two sides and carefully push on this middle point here. It's called a squash fold. So maybe this is not a model for beginners, but so I would call it an intermediate model. So be careful that the middle line aligns with this crease, so that these two triangles are totally symmetric. And I fold back this triangle. I fold back this flap and it comes out. And the same thing I repeat on the other side. So first pre-fold, it's just to get this flap out of the way, because otherwise I could not make this fold. Two layers should stay together. Here fold to the middle line. And then open this. And then squeeze while pushing these two triangles apart. And make strong creases. And fold over this triangle. And bring back this flap. So now you see these are the legs with the feet, and these two edges will become the hands and the arm. And here we have two layers, one for the head and one for the head. You can leave it like that, but I prefer to sink this triangle. Open it here, and I press on this point to bring it inside the model, like so. And then close the model again, turning this valley fold into a mountain fold. Like so. See, the point is inside the model. And repeat this step 3 more times with all these long triangles. I will do this rather quickly because the paper starts to dry already. So first one side and then bring up the other side. And one last time. Yeah. So now I will work on the feet. I fold over this side like so, make a valley crease here, and you will feel that there is a point where I can't go further so easily. So this is my starting point, and then I want this side to be at least 90 degrees, maybe a little less, to the ground, something like that, and then fold over the foot like so. These only were pre-creases, so I open the model here. Be careful that you distribute the layers evenly. So there's one mountain fold already, and the other side should become a mountain fold as well. And then fold the foot upwards, make 2 valley creases, and this will close the model again. The feet should not be too close, because it's a 3D model, and fold inwards the tip a little bit, like so. And you can round this later. So that's one foot, and I do the same on the other side. You will feel the point where the crease starts. Take the other leg as a reference so that both legs have the same length, and then fold over. Open and make 2 mountain folds and bring the foot upwards, fold inwards the tip, and now you decide which side will be the front and which will be the back of the dwarf. I would say this is the front side. So now I bring the foot into a 90-degree angle, and I make a curved fold here to that knee. I use my thumb. This must not be, don't crease too sharply. And here you will make a valley fold to get the right angle so that the model can stand at the end. Okay, same thing here. Start here, make a curve to the knee and bring the leg in front, more or less like that, and you can try if the model stands. So this is rather nice, will work. Yeah. Now for the face and for the head, I use some water again because the paper is rather dry. I fold down, and this tip I fold down on the middle line, and there's no real reference for this fold. I have a little gap here, you see, so, something like that. You already see here the face, maybe with a beard. You can fold that if you want, and the head. And this time I don't fold a beard, I just fold in the tip, just to make it easy, just the middle. Now comes a little tricky part. I make a inside reverse fold, which is more or less symmetric. I start somewhere here. Here's the center, a little off center, maybe here, and so this is not symmetrical, You go over this point. See, maybe this edge meets this edge. I'm not sure if this is necessary. And now do the same thing with more or less the same It's not exactly the same, but I guess it's good enough. Now make a mountain fold, maybe from this point to this point, more or less, and bring out the ear like that. That's a little tricky, and it's also a little bit to taste. Important thing is that you do it symmetrical on both sides, so that the ears will be almost the same on both sides. So like that. And then fold over these edges, not to the middle point, but just to round the chin. Starting here at the edge of the ear. Like so. And now I fold over this part, going even a little further. Yeah. And maybe up to here, so that you have a shoulder line. The paper will squash in the back, but you don't see it, so it's not important to do this very accurately. So you could maybe turn the face a little bit. I leave it like that. Now I will fold over the head as far as it goes, like so. And then I make a valley crease here, so that it's exactly the same point at the same line, like here. If you use thick paper, take away the head so that it's not too, it doesn't stick out later. So like that, just to this line. And do the same thing here. Yeah. Okay. Now I fold this back and to the top again, leaving gap like that. And now maybe I fold away the head, makes things easier. Now make a inside reverse fold with this fold you already made, and just do this tip like so. Push in here and do the same thing here. Use this crease, push in here, and let the crease end in this point. Okay, now it looks more complicated than it is. I will bring out this part so that it covers the paper. So actually I turn this fold into a mountain fold. Then I fold back fold it back. So once more I open this, turn this welly fold into a mountain and push here, and that's it. Now bring in the head. Head into the cap. Maybe you can round the ear a little bit, depending on how big the paper is that you use. If you use 15 by 15 centimeters, it might be a little small. So I slightly press on the sides so that the head will become round, and I also flatten the head here, like so, and then bring this tip to the side. This is a little tricky. Now you make a valley fold here, sort of an inside reverse fold. Don't press it flat, and make an outside reverse fold. Could be asymmetrical to have this little tip down here. Maybe round the face a little bit, and then I make two curved folds here to bring down the the shoulder. With this thick paper it's a little bit hard. Now do the same thing. The back side, you can leave this. You see, I make this curve here, and oops, and also here make a little curve. Also here. That should stay on. Okay. I think that's almost it. Now I fold a little triangle here for the hand. And another valley fold for to bring the arm a little bit in front. That's just to taste. I could think of a more advanced fold here, but for now I think this is fine for me. Now, maybe you have to adjust the legs again a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So, I hope you enjoy this little dwarf and you enjoy folding it. Maybe put a little clamp here, or some tape around till the paper is completely dry. But yeah, for now I think this is it. Maybe I put some clamp here to keep the shape of the face, but if you dry fold the model, it's fine like this. Yeah, that's it. That's Papa Krasnal, as the Polish people call the first dwarf they put in on the streets in Wroclaw. And yeah, hope you enjoy folding this little model. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.